Welcome to the Everyday Mom Challenge. This is an episode that I think could do us all a little bit of good, and it is about gossiping. Now, I know how it is when you get yourself around your friends and people want to start talking. Baby, I'm making a video. When you get out, then you could come help Mama. Because I would like your opinion. You know how much I value it. So, my mama, sounds like Forrest Gump, my mama always said, if you can't say anything nice about anybody, come on, finish it up with me. Don't say it at all. And I can just remember her sweet spirit. And yeah, she'd talk about people and laugh about their times together. And she would say, do you remember the time when your daddy shot out to catch up on Granny in the middle of the steakhouse? And, we'd talk about people, okay? But that's not, do you remember the time? And it's something negative. And gossiping means that you're holding on to something that's gnawing away at your head. You're taking up your energy and your time, which we know as moms we don't have a lot of anyway. And instead of doing something productive and valuable with our thoughts and with our speech, we're wasting it. We're wasting that breath that God has given us to speak kindness and thoughtfulness and respect towards others. And maybe you guys think I'm wrong, but I think that when we get ourselves caught up in the gossiping, do you think gossiping crosses that line called judgment? Because aren't we really categorizing that person into, the latest talk? And of course, it's not going to be, did you see her, her new hairdo? Oh, it looked really flattering on her. That's not gossip. That's complimenting. But if you can say, girl, do you see what she did to her hair? Oh my God, it looks so stupid. Nobody's gonna. If you start that conversation, just look how the person's face changes when they start to gossip. So I challenge you that the next time you're in a circle and gossip starts, first you need to be aware, like, is this a conversation that you would want Christ present in? Because when 3 or more of you are together, Christ is with you if you are Christians. But you know what? Even more than that, Christ is with me right now. He's with me. If I can pray to God without a word spoken, and God knows my need, then that means God knows my heart, and He knows the thoughts that are in man. If Jesus can be in the presence of the Pharisees and the Sadducees and call them out from across the room and say, look, I know what you're thinking. There is no boundaries between heaven and earth and what Jesus can hear in my thoughts and my heart. So that definitely means He can hear my speech. And do I want what I say to be pleasing to the Lord and to be a model to my children? Or do I want to set that pattern to allowing my children to then hold grudges, hold judgment, hold negative feelings? No, we know we don't want that. We don't want our children to be that way.
Hey guys.
There's Sam. Okay, so Sam, it's your turn. You ready? So if I asked you right now, what do you think gossiping means?
Bad.
It sounds like a negative word. Do you know what it means?
Talking about people, I think.
You're right. Now, what do you think about... Come here, give it a shot. Give it a shot.
I'm 90.8.
You're 90.8? You went down 4 pounds all that exercising outside. Look at you. Brother told you, didn't he? Now, come here. Come here to Mommy. Come here. So, what has Mommy always told you about talking bad about people? Have I ever talked to you about that?
A lot of times.
I have. And can you give some words of wisdom and advice from the child's perspective?
If you have a bad thing to say, don't say it.
Simply put. Right? Why should you not say it? Do you know the reason?
Because it'll probably hurt their feelings.
Yes. If it got back to them and they knew you were talking about them, that just causes
Drama.
trouble. So do you want to be the person stirring the pot?
What's that mean?
Do you even want to be the person standing around the pot while people are cooking?
Yeah. That doesn't
That's
mean
a metaphor.
Well,
Which means we're comparing things,
now
right?
smell the food.
Okay. So I'm going to read a Bible verse, okay? You want to hear? Come here. So let's turn to Proverbs chapter 16. We're going to look at verse number 28. He's over there. He's dancing at the door. My child. A froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer
Tell them about my new video I just made.
separateth.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Yeah, that's my YouTube.
Cool, because he hasn't made a video in 2 weeks. All right, come here, buddy. A froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. Now, I don't know about you, but friend is a special word. You know, you don't nonchalantly just say, that's my friend. You have acquaintances, you have coworkers, but when you have a friend, that means that they have trusted you to come into their space. They have something in common with you, share some type of interest, or you're like-minded. And then walls and barriers begin to break down, and people can confide, and people can... What is that? People can share and... Sam, he's up to something, y'all. I can look at his face. Look at him. You see him? I don't know what he's doing. But a Chewbacca, really? Okay, so do we want to be the one that separates a friend? Do we even want a part in that? Do we want to be in that triangle? Do we want to be in that equation? You know, that's not the way that I would want my children to see me behave, to overhear a conversation. Because, buddy, they listen. And they hear what we say. Whether we think we're in another room or we're on the phone and you think they're playing their game and they're ignoring you. They got one ear on that game. They got one ear on you. And they emulate what they hear. And if they hear us speaking positive, when it is time for us to reprimand them and correct them and try to teach them proper speech, then they know that they've seen it in action. But if we are negative and, you know, backstabbers and gossipers and causing strife, then when we go to our child and we try to correct that behavior, they're going to say in their head, maybe, they might even say it out loud if they're disrespectful, but even in their head, I could just imagine that a child would say, who is she to talk? You know, she's trying to give me advice, and I hear her say this stuff all the time. I'm just doing what she's doing. So I'm not the one to separate friends, but I'm also not the one to separate someone from Christ. Because when I initiate in those conversations, Christ fades away. He doesn't become the sinner. He's fading away. You can.
Tell them how to look at my
So if we look now, I'm telling you, the Bible is filled with Bible verses about gossiping, backbiters. It's in Old Testament and New Testament. But today, Proverbs just spoke very strongly to me, so I'm sticking in Proverbs.
Show them my camera.
Okay, you got to do it because I'm going to miss it.
It's Shadow Ninja
All right.
3:16. And it's my newest video. Don't do that nerd video. I was trying to spell Nerf. I did spell Nerf, and then it just came out nerd. And then that's the one, Hey, I'm Back. If you could see that. Yeah, that one.
Okay, sorry guys. Let's turn to Proverbs chapter 20. We're going to look at number 20. Whoso curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness.
What's that mean?
You know, your light. You know, it snuffs out. When you start talking negative about your mother or your father.
Never do that.
No. It puts you in a dark place. And I think of that for everybody. When we start to gossip, we may think it's funny at the time somebody says something and we may chuckle and, go along with it. But how does it really make us feel? And after the fact, when we can replay that conversation and remove ourselves from it, and we can go, man, I wish I wouldn't have partaken in that. I feel ridiculous. I'm embarrassed.
Mommy?
There's the darkness.
I have no Sims because
And then
they're all at work.
And that's where the guilt comes in, right? And we've got too much to carry. We don't need to carry that. So I challenge you that the next time you're in a situation where gossip could occur, and who knows, it could be tonight, it could be tomorrow, it could be a week, or you may not, have this issue, but share this with a friend. First recognize, is this speech that Christ is welcomed in? Is his presence welcome in this speech that I'm giving or I'm partaking in? Is this something that I feel proud of? Is this the light or the darkness? And then find ways to remove yourself from it. Either by saying, okay guys, change the channel, because that's what I do. I know it sounds very corny, but anytime we start to get on a conversation that I feel is going to take us down a negative path, I do the signal to the boys. I do it to Eli. And I do it and I'll go, change the channel, which means even in a restaurant, in front of people, I will change the channel. Because, one, I don't like commercials, so I'll fast forward the commercials to get to the movie. Or if I don't like something and I see it, and we give a movie a try, and then something inappropriate is going to come on, I will definitely change the channel. So why can't we do that with our speech? We do it with our media. We hear a song that we don't like, and what do?
Change your channel.
So why don't we do that with our speech? So I'm asking you, you don't necessarily have to change the channel.
You can say something else.
What else can we say?
Let me think.
Think of something else I could say. I'm challenging you to change the channel. But I'm challenging you to, like I said, number one, recognize.
Change the stereo. No, that's dumb.
One, recognize, can Jesus be in this conversation? Would I be okay with having Jesus in the presence, in the midst? And then if he's not in the midst, then that means, is he first right now? Where's he gone? Then that puts you in shame. That puts you in guilt. And that's the darkness coming in. And it's not like Proverbs. I heard that one and it hit me about cursing his father and his mother. And I'm like, but it's more than that. It's when we curse our friends or our colleagues or strangers or people even on TV, and we use the word, I hate so-and-so, and we do it so nonchalantly. But it puts us in darkness. It changes our face. Watch the people who gossip. Watch them. And you'll see the darkness. Not only will you feel it, but it's almost like a visible thing. Because when somebody's giving a compliment to someone, or someone is talking nice to someone and showing them respect, how's their face? It's soft. They're smiling. It's a relaxed atmosphere. But if it's gossip, it's almost a whisperer. Like the Bible says, a whisperer. You're doing things in secret. And when you do things in secret, don't forget, it is going to come to light. One way or the other, it will come to light. And like Sam said, you're ultimately hurting a feeling of someone. And I definitely don't want to be a part of that. So I'm asking God now for forgiveness for the times that I have initiated gossip, or the times that I stuck around and joined in and added to. And then I ask God to forgive me for the times that I didn't object and I didn't make a stand for Him. So you can pray with me now. And beauty about the life that we live with Christ is that He gives us the new opportunity. And it's not an obligation. It is
on your
about.
leg.
That's a good question. It's not an obligation. It's because we do things because we know that Christ in us, that power in us, is stronger than anything of this world. And gossiping is definitely of this world.
Gossiping bad.
So
You bad.
I encourage you guys to go listen to The Same Power from Jeremy Camp. Oh my gosh.
And go check out my channel.
And check out my channel.
Please.
I love this song, The Same Power That Rose Jesus from the Grave lives in us. I've been humming it all day long, and I am definitely going to go listen to it and sing it as loud as I can in the house right now as soon as I get off. So I hope that you have a blessed night, and pray for me, and I'll be praying for you. Happy weekend. Bye.